Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar on DAT-MAIL Prep, a real time saver for preparing your Mail.dat files. This is the latest in an ongoing series of educational webinars from WindowBook. My name is Wallace Vinglis, and I'm Vice President here at WindowBook. Also joining us today to do a live demonstration of DAT-MAIL Prep is Mary Bush, WindowBook's Manager of Client Resources. Today's webinar will introduce you to the latest and greatest post-presort solution from WindowBook, DAT-MAIL Prep, and the 3 different versions available for your needs. So, let's begin. Now, for a number of years now, the post-presort software landscape has been dominated by WindowBook's DAT-MAIL editor and a couple of other competitive offerings. All of these solutions offer similar functionality for importing, validating, and viewing Mail.dat files. DAT-MAIL and its competitor also offer functions for splitting one Mail.dat file into several, or conversely, merging several into one. Particularly handy for co-parallelization and similar mailing needs. DAT-MAIL Prep was created to take a lot of that resource-intensive processing and do it before actually importing into your full-blown editor. This saves you a lot of time because DAT-MAIL Prep is fast. In fact, it's lightning fast and very easy to use. It gains most of its speed from the fact that it's written in state-of-the-art .NET technology as a standalone application, allowing you to install and run it on any workstation in your environment. And being freestanding as it is, you can use DAT-MAIL Prep before and in conjunction with any post-presort Mail.dat editor, DAT-MAIL or one of its competitors. DAT-MAIL Prep was originally released as one standalone product, but is now available in 3 different versions tailored to your specific needs or particular needs, one being DAT-MAIL viewing, and that's why we have DAT-MAIL Prep Viewer, which offers viewing, which allows you to instantly display and view the contents of your Mail.dat files. Validating, we will check for errors in your files by validating against a number of different industry standards, including standards put forth by ID Alliance and Postal One. It will also allow you to view your customer supplier agreement, or your CSA, if you know it that way. And you can view that without having to load it into something like Excel and potentially corrupting the original CSV format of that CSA file from the Postal Service. The second version is DAT-MAIL Prep Editor. DAT-MAIL Prep Editor contains all the functionality from DAT-MAIL Prep Viewer, plus it allows you to do changes. DAT-MAIL Prep allows minor changes to be made in your Mail.dat files to allow for last-minute, easy changes or typo corrections, specifically to the fields containing MIDs, CRIDs, and permit numbers. And we want to make sure you understand this is the only field level editing allowed in DAT-MAIL Prep. If you have additional editing needs, you will still need to use DAT-MAIL or whatever you use as your current editor. DAT-MAIL Prep Editor also allows you to convert files. If you receive a Mail.dat file from one of your customers, let's say it's in the 11-1 format, and you need to quickly convert it over to an 11-2 format, or even now the 12-1 format, you can use DAT-MAIL Prep to do this. You can also do it to go backwards. If you have a 12-1 and you need to go backwards a version to 11-2, you can use DAT-MAIL Prep Editor to do that as well. So moving one more step up the ladder, we come to DAT-MAIL Prep Ultra. Does all the functions of the previous 2 versions. It also contains splitting functionality. So oftentimes mailers have very large Mail.dat files with multiple segments in them, and then they need to split that file into separate files, say one for each segment. Merging is just really the converse of the splitting. There are a lot of times mailers have a number of Mail.dat files that instead of trying to work with individuals,